We pretty much wrapped up the exterior on the last show that we had here, but even though the stucco got its final coat, the front entry got its copper cladding, and the concrete work was done, the landscape was mostly bare dirt, not looking real good. The last few days, Eric Baldus and his crew have been here. They've been carving out new beds, laying edging, running sprinklers, and planting a new yard that's going to blend in nicely with the whole area.
After the planting beds are laid out, then it's just really choosing the look that you want to go for and really the effect that you want to achieve. And that first and foremost look after the beds were created was to soften up this front wall.
We built a very short concrete wall that kind of separated public and private, but the landscaper used different plants to kind of buffer that wall.
Yeah, what we have here is a number of different grasses. This one right here is little blue stem, and it's a native for us here in Minnesota. We have quite a few native plants or native type species. The reason why we tried to use a lot of the native plants is generally their appearance is a little bit more loose. You really just kind of let them go. And that was one of the important things for Nick, was just that it was minimal maintenance and there was not a whole lot of work with dealing with the shrubs. The broadleaf rhododendrons are real nice because it has this real coarse texture.
Yeah, really hardy.
Which should be a nice contrast to the light blue texture of the fescues. This was kind of an interesting lot when we started out due to the fact that along one whole side of the property, actually along the back side too, is a lot of buckthorn, and we removed that entire screen. So what we're planting here is an evergreen hedge. It's going to be pyramidal arborvitaes, so it'll be a nice solid hedgerow across here, again kind of tying in the flat lines of the house itself, a vertical line then of this hedgerow.
In the backyard where we fall away and have a two-story facade, landscaper did a great job of bringing some vertical elements into the landscape right next to the house, but then allowing the backyard to open up. So really they complement one another, I think.
There's not really a lot of grass, sod to mow. There will be some, but on a percentage basis, it's pretty low. So indeed, it is kind of a low maintenance landscape idea.
A lot of planting to go, some mulching to do, but that should give you an idea of how Eric's using native plants to make a beautiful landscape.